These matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give to the left. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Going with the ground game left. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Snagged out of the air.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, and it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Under fire. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Knight. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guys...
Turning it on! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mustang!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. And you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options. They're making you play very disciplined. When the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Smothers. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. He'll do it himself. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the direct snap, it's Green. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. There he goes. Past the 30. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The give out of the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the counter play. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers, getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second...
It's a fumble! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's flat. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room. It's Davidson. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. This quarterback part of their running game. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Sneaks into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To throw, it's Hawkins. Got his man. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. There he goes. Touchdown, SMU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Grab near the marker. It Smothers. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Back to pass on second down. On the run, still looking. He's in open space downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just steamrolling the defense. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Knight. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. The run from the shotgun. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Makes a man miss. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Davidson.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Here on third down. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Now the toss. Got the first down and still on his feet. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Clemson set up with another first down. On the run, it Smothers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stopped.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Using the quick game. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, SMU!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Smothers. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. At midfield, he's got room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Let's go. Calls his own number. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. 32. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Mustangs want to move quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Run play with the quarterback. Huge loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Running it to the right. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Touchdown, Clemson! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had...
There he goes. Great move. Now he's got room. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man on the outside. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.